Good evening, Stevens Point. I'm Nathan Wallin.
And I'm Nathan Wegner.
This week on SPTV News, SPTV listens to students' opinions on the increase in shootings. The musical SPAMALOT is premiering this weekend, and UWSP celebrates Veterans Day.
All of this and more when we return.
We at SPTV wanted to hear the opinions of students on the recent shootings in the U.S. Nathan Wegner has the story.
In light of both the recent Las Vegas shooting and the Texas shooting that occurred this past weekend, I decided to gauge the opinions of some students on campus about it. I started off by asking those I interviewed what they thought about the shootings that have happened recently. Everyone seemed to agree that these are tragic events and that something needed to be done.
All of the shootings that's going on, I think this is like a devastating time for America, for the United States. We're at a point now where I'm just trying to get over one mass shooting, which was the largest shooting. It said it was the Orlando nightclub. And then to hear what happened in Las Vegas and repeated shootings, it's kind of hurts your heart. It's kind of heartbreaking.
I think they're getting a little out of hand. There's a lot more than there ever was in history before.
I think it's really sad, and I mean, I'm not sure what we can do about it, but I think something needs to be done about not necessarily gun control, but maybe more prior steps when buying a gun, possibly.
I believe it's a heart problem. People don't care for each other enough.
I then asked them if they felt safe against an attack like that on campus. Some were secure in their answer.
Yeah, I feel like UWSP is very safe.
I'm actually a tour guide as well. And so one of the things that I know is that Stevens Point is the safest city out of any comparable size city. So I feel very safe here. I think we have two modes of protection. One of those things being protective services, and one of the other things being our police that we have just within Stevens Point.
While others were skeptical.
I can't really say because I don't really know because I haven't been in the situation. I mean, I'm not really worried that something is going to happen, but you never know.
I mean, right now I feel safe because I don't feel like it would happen somewhere close by. But like, if it did happen here, I probably wouldn't feel safe.
I see the emergency responses of polls. I see the campus police, but there are different ways that we could prevent this. All these signs where you're not allowed to bring a weapon in certain areas, I'm not really for, I'm more against.
I finally asked their opinion on gun control in this country. Again, the answers were varied.
I think there should be some restriction, of course. You know, I don't think that people really need AK-47s, you know, just as they're casually walking, you know, along the street. I just don't think that there's any like real immediate need for that. And as we look at what's been happening and the events that have been unfolding in recent, restrictions definitely seem to be the best mode or the best way to operate.
Like I said before, maybe just like more pre-checks kind of before buying a gun or something like that. I don't know.
Yes, definitely, because there's been increasingly more shootings as the year goes on.
I don't really have an opinion on it. I could see where both parties are coming from, people who want to, have stricter gun control, but then I can see where other people's opinions are, it's the people that are doing it, not the guns, which sort of isn't the best argument, but I could see where they're coming from. I don't have a definite answer on gun control. I guess I'd like to see what would happen if we did, have stronger gun regulations, but I don't have much of a say in it.
Gun control does not work. When you see a sign saying that you can't bring it in, someone who wants to cause the damage with a gun or with whatever they choose, they're gonna cause that damage. Gun regulations do not work. But what did work was good guys with guns stopping him.
While the future of gun control in this country remains uncertain, it's important to understand both viewpoints so we can all move forward towards a safer future for everyone. This is Nathan Wegner with SPTV News.
As always, remember to stay safe, Pointers.
UW-Stevens Point is home to more than 300 student veterans, National Guard members, reservists, and military dependents. As the campus marks Veterans Day, student veterans will share their experiences as part of several free, public events at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. A Veterans Day ceremony, My Life as a Student, My Life as a Soldier, will be held from noon to 2 p.m. Friday, November 10th in the Alumni Room of the Dreyfus University Center. Former Marine Sergeant T.B. Griffith, a Communications and Public Relations major, is a keynote speaker. UW-Stevens Point Chancellor Bernie Patterson, a U.S. Army veteran, will give a welcome address. In addition, a panel of 4 UW-Stevens Point student veterans and Patterson will offer a question and answer session. The UW-Stevens Point Veterans Club and Boots on the Ground Theater will present See Me for Who I Am, a theatrical event in the DUC Layer Room. Based on the book See Me for Who I Am, a collection of essays written by UW-Stevens Point student veterans, the event features professional actors and student veterans portraying the harsh realities of war and the void between military and civilian life. This will be at 1 p.m. Monday, November 13th. For more information on veterans programs at UW-Stevens Point, contact the Office of Veteran Services.
On September 5th, the Trump administration announced an end to the DACA program by rescinding the 2012 Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program created under President Obama. The Chancellor of UW-Stevens Point, Bernie Patterson, sent out an email this week addressing the matter, and UWSP stands towards it. UWSP will remain committed to fostering a welcome and inclusive campus environment for everyone, which includes the DACA recipients. The Chancellor has joined over 700 college and university presidents in a statement of support of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program and our undocumented immigrant students. Under the direction of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, the Diversity Council has been exploring support for DACA students, forming a working group to research the ways the university can continue supporting DACA students who may not be able to return to UW-Stevens Point. If you are a student looking for support, you can always contact the following offices: Diversity and College Access, Student Legal Services, the Counseling Center, and the Dean of Students Office. UW-Stevens Point will continue to support students from different backgrounds.
The Endless Horizon is a program exploring the relationship between scientific discovery and advances in science theory, technology, and our concept of the universe. Wan Chen Li has more.
The Endless Horizon Planetarium show is open to the public and students in UWSP. This show demonstrates how Galileo, the early explorers, and the Wright brothers influenced modern space exploration. The show will explore the relationship between scientific discovery and advances in science theory, technology, and our concept of the universe. From the 1050s to today, discover how devices were created that influenced the course of history and unlocked the secret of the solar system. Many local residents have come a long way to watch the show. It gives a chance for local communities to close-up view of the sun and other planets. The room can accommodate 55 people. You can come for free, but if you want to schedule for a group more than 15 people, you need to pay $25 for peer group. For SPTV News, this is Wan Zhen Li.
The program is scheduled for this Sunday, November 12th at 2 p.m., with the following one on November 19th.
Are you lost with building a career and finding internships? Through Handshake, students can discover employers and opportunities, submit applications, and attend career fairs. UW-Stevens Point's Academic and Career Advising Center has recommended this site for students to benefit. They have preloaded students' basic profile to help them get started. However, students need to log in with their full email with their full name to complete the profile. This will allow students to find opportunities online in a more convenient fashion.
The Dean of Students and the Center for Prevention have announced that CAP Services Campus Victim Advocate is now available at UWSP in room 137 of Dalzell Hall Monday through Friday. The advocate of the program is Kimberly Petrick. Students will be available of the 24/7 free and confidential support and response to anyone experiencing or who has been affected by interpersonal violence, including dating violence, stalking, harassment, sexual assault, and domestic violence. Students may also have the options regarding criminal court proceedings and student misconduct investigations. This includes accompaniment to and support during medical examinations, police interviews, legal proceedings, and/or student misconduct proceedings. All services are free and confidential. To reach out to Kimberly and for any questions, contact her at kpatrick@capmail.org to make an appointment.
The GIS Center is hosting a free geocaching event to celebrate National GIS Day. The GIS Center conducts and disseminates geographic information system education and research to foster a highly skilled GIS workforce and to confront spatial challenges important to Wisconsin citizens. At this event, you can try geocaching, which is a worldwide sport of hiding and seeking geocaches, or containers using maps and GPS receivers. The event will test participants' geocaching and map navigation skills by challenging them to find a series of caches hidden on the UWSP campus. Participants can find all the caches for the course to win free swag and enter their name into a drawing for a $50 gift card. The course is expected to take less than 1 hour to complete. The event will be held on November 15th. Contact the UWSP GIS Center for more information at gis@uwsp.edu or call 715-346-4788.
That is all the news we have for you this evening.
We'll be right back with sports after the break.
Quiet on set.
We'll be back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take Ben.
Live at SPTV. Mic check. Audio check. News director's adjusting the sound. Teleprompter running smoothly. Floor director, alert. Cameras are rolling. Bring in the talent. Where's the makeup artist? Anchors ready for the news. Are you ready to join SPTV? That's a wrap. Lights out.
Don't let the snow and cold get you down this winter. The frozen tundra outside may keep you indoors, but here at SPTV, we'll still be getting you the best news, sports coverage, and entertainment that you need. Don't freeze your fingers and toes off to find out what's happening around campus. Stay warm, everyone.
Serving a campus of 9,600 strong. We are the home of UWSP Television. We are SPTV. You can find us on Charter Channel 983, online, or on any of our social media sites.
In sports this week, the Pointers football team has now dropped 5 of their last 6 games after losing on Saturday to UW River Falls 21-14. Sophomore quarterback Mitchell Neubauer scored both touchdowns for the Pointers, a 5-yard run in the fourth quarter and an 18-yard pass to Jonte Webb. The Pointers wrap up their season on Saturday when they go on the road to UW-Platteville with kickoff slated for 2 p.m. The Pointers men's hockey team split their 2 games over the weekend. On Friday night, they lost to Hamlin University 2-1, scoring for the Pointers Zach Zek. On Saturday, the Pointers bounced back with a 6-3 win over Bethel University. The Pointers scored all their goals in the second and third periods. Leading the scoring for the Pointers was Carter Rue, who scored both his goals in the third period. The Pointers head back onto the road this weekend with a game on Friday against St. Mary's University, and then facing St. Thomas on Saturday. The Pointers women's hockey team dropped both their games over the weekend on the road against St. Thomas University in Minnesota. On Friday night, they dropped a 2-1 game. Scoring for the Pointers was McKenna Butcher. They dropped Saturday's game 4-2. Netting goals for the Pointers was Allison Carmen and Emma Berthium. The Pointers are back on the road this weekend for a 1-game matchup against UW River Falls on Saturday. The Badgers football team extended the nation's second longest winning streak to 10 games, and their streak consecutive Big Ten victories to 12 with a 45-17 victory over Indiana on Saturday. Jonathan Taylor rushed for 183 yards and a touchdown, and Alec Ingold ran for 3 scores to power the Badgers offense. The Badgers are now 9-0 and 6-0 in conference play. They also moved up one spot to number 8 in the latest college football playoff poll. The Badgers face their biggest test on the season on Saturday when the Iowa Hawkeyes come to town with kickoff set for 2:30. The Packers lost their second straight game following a 30-17 loss to the Detroit Lions at Lambeau Field on Monday night. Brett Hundley was 26 of 38 with 245 yards. Scoring for the Packers was Brett Hundley and Jamal Williams. The Packers have a quick turnaround when they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears with a noon kickoff. The Milwaukee Bucks were the first NBA team to dip their toes in the trade waters this season when they sent Greg Monroe along with a first and second round pick to the Phoenix Suns for a guard Eric Bledsoe on Tuesday morning. That's all the sports stories we have for you tonight. Up next is entertainment news with Sarah Sartell. I'm Ben Jirschele for SPTV Sports.
Warzala, the 7th largest book printer in North America, is hiring students for the semester. We are 100% employee-owned and located right here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. All shifts currently hiring, with jobs starting at $10.80 an hour. Hours are flexible. For more information, contact the Warzala HR department.
Don't have a television? Don't worry. SPTV is available on demand at uwsp.edu/SPTV. Find your favorite shows on our website, plus links to all of our YouTube content. Stay up to date with SPTV news that includes information about campus and community happenings. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. We're SPTV-UWSP Television. SPTV. Let's make media together.
How can you get involved with student media at UWSP? Connecting with your campus television station, SPTV, is easy. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Vine, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Pinterest, follow us on Instagram, or connect with us on Google+. But of course, the best way for you to get involved and stay up to date with all that is happening at our station is to stop by our studio. We're located in the Communication Arts Center at UWSP, Studio B, Room 121. You can also drop by our office, Room 130, for more information on station happenings. We can't wait to get you involved. Come join us at SPTV. Let's make media together.
Welcome back, Pointers. This week in entertainment news, Cornerstone Press has contracted Suzanne Davis to publish her debut collection of short stories, The Appointed Hour. The Appointed Hour is a collection of short stories that illustrates rural life in Connecticut. The book focuses on people who are forgotten in society and shows how several generations have gone through struggles and how they have persevered. Miss Davis is a graduate of the Iowa Writers Workshop, and she teaches creative writing at Trinity College and the University of Connecticut. Her stories have been featured in the Notre Dame Review and American Short Fiction, and she is a past winner of the Hemingway First Novel Competition, a finalist for the Reynolds Prize Short Fiction Award, and in the University of Kentucky Press New Poetry and Prose Series Competition. Suzanne Davis will be visiting UW Stevens Point in December for the book launch, and book is currently available for pre-order on the Cornerstone Press website. The Appointed Hour will be released on December 7th. UWSP's Theater and Dance Department's production of SPAMALOT is premiering this weekend. SPTV Erika Jones and I have more.
The musical SPAMALOT opens this week, and we caught up with UWSP musical theater student and cast member for an inside look on what to expect.
SPAMALOT is a musical that was ripped off the major motion picture of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Laura talks about her role and what she does.
I'm in the ensemble, and so I play about 7 characters, which is really exciting, so that means 7 wigs.
It may look like they have lots of cast members, but really it is a trick.
Crazy and also exciting for an audience to see is it might look like we have 100 people in the show, but we don't. We have about 15 ensemble members, and we all change into about 7 characters.
For you movie fans, SPAMALOT has a lot of the same classic jokes from the movie for you in the musical as well.
I'm so excited to put this show in front of an audience because of the jokes that are so classic to the TV show or to like the movie that I think people who love that and know that are really going to love to see this show.
Pierzynski explains why the show is so much fun, and there's a variety of everything, from crazy costumes to many types of music. There'll never be a boring moment. This is Sarah Sartell and Erika Jones reporting for SPTV.
Tickets can be purchased at the Ticket and Information Desk at the DUC. The University Archives and Area Research Center will be hosting a free screening of This Is Our Town, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. The one-hour movie shot by traveling movie producer Robert M. Carson gives viewers general information about the community and its amenities. Highlighting residents at work and play, the movie shows and identifies more than 100 residents by name and other major businesses and organizations in the area. The film was digitalized from its original 16mm format by Holder Printworks of Madison. This screening will be held on November 11th from 2 to 3 p.m. in the DUC Theater. The Women's Resource Center will be hosting a screening of the film Two Spirits to raise awareness of trans visibility. Filmmaker Lydia Nogley explores the cultural context behind a tragic and senseless murder. Fred Martinez was a Navajo youth slain at the age of 16 by a man who bragged to his friends that he bug-smashed a fae. But Fred was a part of an honored Navajo tradition, the Nogley, or two-spirit, who possesses a balance of masculine and feminine traits. Through telling Fred's story, Nibley reminds us of the values that America's indigenous people have long embraced. This screening will be held on November 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the DUC Theater. The event is free to the public. That's all we have for you this week for entertainment news. Now over to Dashanay with Pointer Politics. I'm Sarah Sartell with SPTV Entertainment News.
Thanks, Sarah. This week in Pointer's Politics, Wisconsin became the 28th state to call for a U.S. Constitutional Convention. It passed with a 19-14 vote Tuesday in the Republican-led state Senate. Supporters of the convention say that they would use this opportunity to only get the federal government's finances in order. In particular, the country's $20 trillion national debt. Senator Chris Kavanagh stated that the founders put this in place specifically for times when the federal government was not taking action when there is severe risk. Critics of the effort fear a convention would open the door to major constitutional revisions and a runaway convention, since delegates would not be required to abide by proposed limitations. They are also concerned due to the current political climate rife with disagreements between political parties and within them that the time is now right to open the Constitution. This brings Wisconsin to the 28th of the 34 state legislators to call for the convention. Wisconsin's beer-loving reputation will get a boost under a proposal to lower the state's drinking age to 19. But 19-year-olds shouldn't get too excited. The proposal has two big hurdles to face before it becomes a law. First, it's not supported by Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, who plays a central role in determining which ideas are brought about for a vote. Second, the drinking age would only drop to 19 if Wisconsin would not lose its federal highway money. Current federal law passed in 1984 says any state with a drinking age lower than 21 can lose 8% of federal highway funding in Wisconsin. That would be about $53.7 million reduction this year alone. However, there is still positive backing for this law. Currently, 19-year-olds have legally been an adult for 1 year, can enlist in the military and be sent thousands of miles away to fight, but can't enjoy an alcoholic beverage. The age 19 was selected to make sure high school students aren't drinking and causing unnecessary distractions while in school. The bill also would save countless hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars enforcing drinking laws in the state, especially on college campuses. Those efforts could be used for other important issues such as drug abuse and sexual assaults. SPTV Pointer Politics will keep you updated on this story. And that is all we have for this week in Pointer Politics. I'm Dashanay Scott with Pointer Politics. We will be right back after the break.
Tobacco use is the largest preventable cause of death
and disease in the United States.
Cigarette smoke kills more than
480,000 Americans
each year.
41,000 of these deaths
are from exposure
to secondhand smoke.
Smoking harms nearly
every organ in the body.
Every day,
more than
3,800 kids
under the age of 18
smoke their first cigarette. More than 16 million Americans
live with a smoking-related disease.
On average,
smokers die 10 years younger
than non-smokers.
Smoking causes
cancer,
heart disease,
strokes, lung diseases,
diabetes,
and chronic bronchitis.
So I hear they have like a sale at the DUC or whatever. Yeah. Some like type of coffee.
Doesn't know this now.
That's all we have for you this week in SPTV.
Until next time, Stevens Point, have a great night.